All right, you're welcome back to the program Inside Today. And of course, this is the part B of the program. And like I said, I have Mr. Samson Auta. He is a development practitioner, early warning and early response system specialist. And he'll be joining us in the angle of the civil society organization. And Mr. Samson Auta, are you here with me on the program? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Mr. Samson, can you hear me? Mr. Samson, can you hear me?
Good day. The name is Samson Auta. I'm happy to be part of this discussion. For me, truly, as we are in Nigeria today, you could see that we have a Herculean task, seeing the situation, the emergence of the high rate of living and the living condition in almost every part of the country. For me, the topic, looking at the number of days that has been given, where it is expected that the government of the day should reduce the rate of commodities. We have the oil, we have the rice, flour, sugar, yes, and what have you. It is really an unfortunate scene for us to see what is happening in the country today due to a lot of gaps that have been in existence for quite some times now. I know a lot of experts, a lot of specialists have given their own contribution on how to avert most of these challenges, but all the same, nothing has been done. First, I want to admit to say, for those that have come out to share some of these aspects of the challenges that people are facing within the country. If you remember, even with the increase in minimum wage, it becomes difficult for people to even make ends meet, not to talk of family members and what have you.
All right.
For me, I think where we have a great challenge is lack of coordination in all the system that we operate within the country. Because when prices are not controlled, everybody fixes price based on what he feels he wants to. If you are a consumer, you want to purchase a product, you either buy it based on the rate that is being sold to you, or you forfeit it. And it is difficult for you to have a need, and you will not be able to go for what you want to purchase or what you want to buy. And it has led to a lot of families passing through a lot of hardship.
All right, Mr. Samson.
This is really, really something that we need to do. I discussed with some of our friends, and from the reports we've been receiving on a daily basis,
can you hear me?
Okay,
can you hear me?
What can be done to address these issues?
Mr. Samson, can you hear me?
The government in place, do they have even the understanding, the coordination on how to go about all this problem? For me, looking at even at the local government level, you see that there is no coordination in terms of issues that has to do with the palliative that was even shared. You could see that there is no coordination, who is to do what, and where are
all right, Mr. Samson.
People going to... Yes.
Mr. Samson, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, I want to ask you a question. Now, how does the CSO, how can they join the judiciary to force the government to adhere or comply with the court order, in your own opinion?
Yeah, I think what we need to do is to work hand in hand, but to create more awareness, because for so many civil society organizations, they might not be informed of what is on ground, even though we have the information. And you know, at times in doing this, we have miscreants that will want to take opportunity. So I think there should be a room where there will be a form of dialogue, there will be an understanding, so that from the part of the civil society and also from the judiciary, we will be able to join our hands to say, okay, this is the objective, or this is what we are bringing to the table, that we want the government to have an understanding. And from the other end, the businessmen and women that we have need also to be engaged so that they can also share their perspective for even the judiciary and for the civil society organization to understand where they are coming from. And to a larger extent, some of the relevant agencies among the government also needs to be engaged so that we will have a better understanding on how to go about this situation. Like I said before, it is a dicey situation.
Yes.
Everywhere you go in the country, you hear a lot of people talking about the hunger. Every other person have a need, but it is difficult for you to even do that. When you see people, you know that something is really happening. Not to talk about the traumatic condition.
Yes, yes. Now, quickly now, before we wrap it up because of our time. Now, do you think CSOs, that's civil society organizations, do they support the use of price control by the federal government? Is it a welcome idea?
Yeah, I think it is a welcome idea, but this needs to be coordinated. There should be a form of dialogue, there should be a form of understanding, because for you to go into such action, you really need to understand. Because even with the removal of the fuel subsidy, I know it has affected a lot of other businesses. And now that we are faced with this tax of hike in prices, every day the price is like ×4, ×5, what you usually buy. It becomes difficult, and you can see that crime is in the increase. So for civil society, I think it is a good venture to work with the judiciary alongside other relevant stakeholders so that we will be able to address this problem of hike in price, and we don't want to see a situation where the information or the ultimatum that was given will turn up into something like chaos or conflict. But
right.
I think with better caution, we will be able to address it.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Samson Auta, for being a part of Insight today. And
thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing your own opinion. And of course, Mr. Samson Auta, he is a development practitioner. Yes, he is early warnings and early response system specialist. Thank you so much for being a part of the program. Thank you. So hope to have you next time on the program Insight today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, with that, I have to call it, I have to wrap it up on the program Insight today. Hope you were informed when it comes to the judicial aspect, the law aspect. And of course, I was with Barrister Babatunde Mohammed. Yes, he was on the program. And, you know, he is the head of chambers of B. Mohammed and Associates. And now joined in the part B, joined by Mr. Samson Auta, who is a development practitioner, early warnings and early response system specialist. Thank you all for being a part of the program. Hope you are well informed when it comes to the ultimatum by the court to the federal government to fix food prices. I am Jumai Manson. Thank you for being there. Bye-bye.